Greetings. So in this video, it's going to be a little different. I'm battling Philippe, Skeleton Philippe, chatchess.com, and I wanted to talk about the human soul and compare it to space, as in the space around us, the space that we occupy. And when I talk about the human soul, I like to refer to it as awareness. That's easier to get your mind wrapped around what the human soul is. For example, what makes us conscious? What makes us aware? And it's not just thinking and perceiving, because thinking and perceiving, especially with AI, computers can do that. But they're missing awareness. And that's the key. And I'm going to get into all this, but none of us exist by our own right. We all have a borrowed existence from God. And I'm going to get into that a little bit as well, as I ramble and play this game here. Just these are things that have been on my mind, and I just want to express them, and I hope you find it enlightening and entertaining, I hope. But think about the space around you, and I don't mean nitrogen, oxygen, dust particles, carbon dioxide. Those are all objects. Those are all objects. I mean the actual space. So now imagine there's a street full of homes. It appears that the space inside of each home is contained by the walls, and each space is unique. And to some degree, I guess that's somewhat true, but to a deeper meaning, it's not. So imagine one of the homes on the street gets burned down. There's nothing that can happen that will hurt that space. One of the homes gets bulldozed, and a new home gets built in its place. That space is still there, unchanged. And so, yes, in a sense, I'm referring to reincarnation with that statement. My point is, the space is like our awareness. So you look at each home, and it appears to have its own unique space, and the space down the road, and the space in between the homes. So how many different spaces are there? Just one. There's just one space. One big space. Multiplicity is an illusion, my friends. We all exist in the mind of God. Consciousness is God. This is all God's consciousness. And we are characters in the dream of God, if you will. So it's just like when we have a dream. I mean, if we're created in God's image, then there must be some ability for us to see things and understand things. So if we have a dream that we go to a baseball game, and there's lots of people at the game, and one of our favorite baseball players hits a home run, and we're surprised. Okay? Remember now, this is happening in your dream. Each one of those characters is played by you, and you've separated yourself out from each one of these characters, but at their core, it's all you. You've given the baseball player free will by separating yourself out from the baseball player, but at that core is you. That baseball player does not exist by his or her own right. They exist in your mind, in your consciousness. So that's what I mean when I say the baseball player has borrowed existence. It's just another way to express it. And I keep talking about the space, but that also is an illusion. The 4 dimensions, X, Y, Z, and time, are an illusion. Imagine that you're dreaming, and you're dreaming walking through a big parking lot, and you come across an object, and you have a tape measure, and you measure it. And say it's a big box, and the box measures 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot. Okay? And now you wake up. Now you wake up, and you say, well, where's that box? You measured it. It measured 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot squared, which is also the taste of a Jolly Rancher for some of you older folks like me who remember that. But where's the big parking lot? It only existed in consciousness. So everything we see as a physical world only exists in God's consciousness. At our core, we are pieces of God, if you will. But at our core, we're all one. And our natural state is peace and happiness and love. Love is God. God and love are not separated. When you feel love, that is God, your essence, your essential being shining within. And it's there all the time. You and your ego, me and my ego, get in the way of feeling that all the time. Anyway, XYZ, time, it's all an illusion. Everything is the existence that's in the mind of God. And God has separated himself out, just like you do with characters in a dream, and given each of us life and free will. But at our core is peace, love, and happiness. Thanks for watching and for listening. I hope you found it entertaining and enlightening.